Welcome back to Mzansi TV, where today we're asking the most important question since someone decided pineapple belongs on pizza.
Pizza time.
What would happen if Spiderman visited South Africa? Sure, he can swing between skyscrapers, fight supervillains, and save New York before lunch. But South Africa? That's a whole different level of difficulty. From load shedding to minibus taxis, here's our countdown of the top 10 things that would happen if Spiderman visited South Africa.
Hey, I'm Spiderman.
Number 10. He'd get asked for a selfie. Spiderman arrives in Johannesburg, dramatically lands on a building, and prepares to save the city. Then someone pulls out their phone. Spiderman, bro, can I get a selfie?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Before he knows it, he's posing for Instagram, TikTok, and someone's family WhatsApp group. Forget fighting crime. Peter Parker is now an influencer. And judging by South African social media, someone would immediately caption the picture. Meet Spiderman today. Nice guy. Bit quiet.
Hey, Spiderman.
Number 9. He'd discover load shedding. Spiderman swings through Johannesburg at night looking for criminals. Suddenly, everything goes dark. Spiderman looks around. No lights, no problem. I have spider sense. 5 minutes later, he's sitting in the dark eating Simba chips. Because apparently even superheroes can't defeat Esco. He'd probably try using his web to connect the power lines. In some way, a technician would say, "Please don't touch that. You're making it worse."
All this time, you really were.
Number 8. He'd get stuck behind a minibus taxi. Spiderman is late to stop a robbery. He swings over traffic. Perfect. Then he lands behind a minibus taxi. The taxi stops. Spiderman waits. The taxi stops again. Spiderman waits some more. Eventually, Peter Parker walks up and says, "Excuse me, sir. Are you going somewhere?" The driver replies, "Yes." "Wait, anyway." And just like that, Spiderman has discovered his greatest villain yet. The taxi that refuses to indicate.
Contact with ours.
That is literally the coolest sentence anyone has ever said. I just want to thank you.
Number 7. He'd be asked why he doesn't use Uber. Spiderman swings across Cape Town. A tourist looks up and says, "Why doesn't he just take an Uber?" Peter Parker hears this through his spider sense. "Because I'm Spiderman." The tourist nods. "Yeah, but Uber has air conditioning." Spiderman suddenly questions every decision that led him here.
From YouTube.
I'm not.
Number 6. He'd fight crime at a petrol station. Spiderman sees criminals robbing a petrol station. Finally, a job for the friendly neighborhood Spiderman. He jumps in, waves up the criminals, and saves the day. Then the cashier looks at him and says, "Thanks, Spiderman." Peter smiles. "No problem. Do you want to join the loyalty program?" Peter freezes. He's fought Green Goblin. He's fought Dr. Octopus. But this is psychological warfare.
You're getting on my nerves.
I have a knack for that.
Not anymore.
Number 5. He tried to climb Table Mountain. Spiderman arrives in Cape Town and sees Table Mountain. Naturally, he thinks, "I can climb that." So he starts crawling up the side. 5 minutes later, he's halfway up. Then a tourist points at him and says, "Is that Spiderman?" Another tourist says, "Yeah. Why is he climbing the mountain?" Probably because he can. And honestly, that's probably the most reasonable explanation. Number 4. He'd get roasted by South Africans. Peter Parker is used to criminals insulting him. But South Africans? Different story.
Spiderman, a Spiderman.
Spiderman lands dramatically. A guy looks at him and says, "Bro, what's with the suit?" Peter says, "It's made of advanced materials." The guy replies, "Looks like pajamas."
You take Spider-Man's pictures, right?
Peter Parker has survived supervillains, alien invasions, and multiversal disasters. But one South African uncle saying his suit looks like pajamas? Critical hit.
Your wingsuit's gonna explode! Time to go home, Pete. I'm trying.
Number 3. He'd get confused by South African slang. Spiderman hears someone say, "Sharp, sharp, my bro." Peter immediately thinks there's a weapon involved. Then someone says, "Just now." Peter waits and waits and waits. Eventually he asks, "When is just now?" The South African responds, "Just now." Peter's spider sense starts malfunctioning. He can detect danger from miles away, but he cannot determine when just now is. Number 2. He'd become a Bafana Bafana fan. Spider-Man watches Bafana Bafana play. He gets excited. He starts swinging around the living room. "Come on, let's go!" Then the match gets tense. Peter is sweating. The family is screaming. Someone throws a cushion at the television. Spider-Man looks horrified. "I thought being a superhero was stressful." And if Bafana scores, forget web swinging. Spider-Man is doing a full celebration in the street. Number 1. He'd realized South Africa has its own superheroes. After spending a few weeks in South Africa, Spider-Man finally understands something. He isn't the only hero here. You've got the person who can reverse park perfectly in Sandton, the guy who knows a shortcut through Johannesburg traffic, the auntie who can find anything you've lost in the house, the uncle who can fix a broken appliance with duct tape, and most importantly, the person who somehow knows
exactly when the load shedding is coming back. Spider-Man can climb walls. He can swing through cities. He can sense danger. But South Africans, they can survive a power outage, traffic, a taxi cutting them off, and a family argument before breakfast. So perhaps Spider-Man wouldn't come to South Africa to save us. He'd come here to learn from the professionals. And if Peter Parker ever does visit Mzansi, let's just hope he remembers one thing. Never argue with the South African auntie. Because with great power comes great responsibility. But with great disrespect comes a very long lick.